Some people say that onion is a cure for all diseases. It's common knowledge that onion is a great remedy against cough and cold. It's rich in beneficial substances and inexpensive, the main properties of a good folk remedy. But did you know that you can put onions in your socks at night? At first glance, it may seem weird, but some people swear that it's a remedy for infections such as colds or flu. And these are not the only diseases treated by onions in socks. This odd remedy will also help with colds, runny nose and cough, high body temperature, respiratory viral diseases, gynecological diseases, fungal infections of the feet and toenails. It will also purify the blood from toxins and eliminate excessive sweating of the feet, since onion has a deodorizing effect. Onion is a natural antiseptic and antibiotic because it contains phytoncides, quercetin, and bitter glycosides. It decontaminates the skin and at the same time eliminates pathogenic bacteria in the air during the night. Harms of putting onion in socks. Since onion contains highly active irritating compounds that can have both beneficial and negative effects, applying the vegetable on the bare skin can be harmful. First of all, it can burn the soft skin of the feet soles or cause an allergic reaction. It's especially dangerous when parents put raw onions on the feet of a very small child. This may cause the skin of the baby to turn red and so make the baby start crying and feel upset. The skin on the adult people's feet is harder and less sensitive, so the probability of getting chemical burns from a vegetable is much lower. Remember, don't put onion on the feet of the babies under 5 years old. For elder children, choose sweet varieties like red onion and shallots, and carry out a skin sensitivity test before the first application. Also, don't forget about an allergy test. It should be carried out for both kids and adults with thin feet skin. Before we move on, make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss the new videos. We're doing our best to find the most interesting facts for you. What's the point of putting onions on your feet at night? This remedy may originate back to as early as 1500s, according to the National Onion Association, when it was widely believed that placing raw cut-up onion around your home could protect you from the bubonic plague. The general idea of putting onions in your socks may stem from the ancient Chinese medicinal practice of foot reflexology. The nerves in the feet have been a focal point of Eastern medicine for thousands of years and are thought to act as access points to the internal organs. Onions are rich in sulfuric compounds, which give them their pungent odor. According to the folklore, when placed on the feet, these compounds infiltrate the body. Then they kill bacteria and viruses and purify the blood. Articles that make such claims also mention that placing onions around the room will rid the air of viruses, toxins, and chemicals. And since the feet is one of the most important energy points of human, putting the wonderful vegetable on it may bring many benefits. Here are some of them. Onion juice evaporates from the vegetable and immediately enters the bloodstream through the feet, destroying pathogens on the skin and cleansing the body of toxins from the inside. The result of the cleansing is an improvement in the appearance of the skin and the normalization of the work of liver, since this is the organ responsible for eliminating harmful substances accumulated in the blood. The essential oil volatiles contained in onions spread throughout the room, disinfecting the air. So the person breathes in the air full of phytoncides and essential oil, which is good for treating the respiratory tract. But primarily, it is of course the method of preventing and curing respiratory diseases. The supporters of folk medicine say that onion in socks eliminates the symptoms of colds in 2 to 3 days. Advantages and contraindications. The greatest advantage of the method is its simplicity. It can be easily used for the treatment of colds in children. Onion in socks has a complex effect on the body without the direct contact with the mucous membrane of the stomach and intestines. Contraindications: bleeding and/or open wounds and leg ulcers, individual intolerance to the vegetable, redness of the skin, rash, itching, or even swelling can be the signs of it. Bronchial asthma or bronchospasm, pregnancy, period of breastfeeding, age under 5 years, fever, extremely high body temperature, severe or exacerbated pathologies of the liver and pancreas, inflammatory kidney diseases, obstructive pulmonary disease, heart failure, hypertension, and other cardiovascular diseases. Be careful. If you see the signs of onion allergy after applying it to your feet, immediately remove the vegetable from your skin, wash your feet thoroughly with warm water and soap, and take an antihistamine medicine like Dimethane or Zyrtec. Despite the use of onion is external in this method, onion food compresses should be applied with great caution by people with increased acidity of the gastrointestinal tract, ulcers, and gastritis. If you have any problems with the heart or blood vessels, also discuss onion in socks with your doctor. What is the difference between putting onion in socks to children and adults? Children have much softer and thinner skin.
So there are some differences in external use of onions for adults and children. First, the duration of the procedure. No more than 3 to 5 hours for children. Adults can sleep with onion all night long. Second, the recipe of the compress. For a 5 to 8-year-old child, it's better to mix onion with honey or oil in order to avoid skin burns. Also, the risk of developing allergies is much higher in children, so you need to use the vegetable with caution. Precautions. Earlier, we talked about the need to test for possible allergies and about the peculiarities of using onion for children, as well as the list of contraindications. There's only one more thing to mention. Before putting cut onion in socks for the treatment of acute respiratory infections or for the general cleansing of the body, be sure to consult your doctor. Perhaps you have contraindications that you're not aware of. Procedure and duration of treatment. The onion in sock treatment of colds should last for 2 to 4 days. Usually that's enough to eliminate the symptoms of the disease and improve the condition. Here are the instructions for the external use of the vegetable for the treatment of colds, coughs, or purification of the blood from toxins. For an adult, peel and wash a large or medium onion and cut it into 1 centimeter thick rings. If you make thinner rings, they will break apart and slack faster. Place 3 rings on the sole of the foot. 1 near the toes, 1 on the heel, and 1 between the two first. Gently put on a cotton but never synthetic sock, which fits tightly around your leg and holds the onion rings firmly. However, the sock should not obstruct the blood flow. You may try to put on a sock first and then push the vegetable rings inside it. Go to bed keeping the compress until morning. If you need to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, don't take off the sock. Just walk on the outer sides of your feet. And when you return to bed, don't forget to move the onion rings back to the middle of the foot. A piece of advice: put on socks from sheep or camel wool over the cotton ones. This will warm up the feet and enhance the healing effect, while there still will be access to air. You can fix the onion rings with cling film, but keep in mind that it will make your feet sweat all night long, which can cause some uncomfortable sensations. In the morning, throw away the onion rings, and for the next compress, cut another bulb. You can choose small onions for the procedure, but in this case, you'll need to apply more rings. In addition, it will be more difficult to fix them in a certain position. They'll be constantly shifting around the foot. Onion in socks for a child to treat cough. For children over 8 years old, the method of application is the same, with the only difference that the duration of the procedure should be reduced. Keep the onion for 4 to 6 hours instead of keeping it all night long. For children over 14 to 15 years old, the method of application is absolutely the same as for adults. If we're talking about a child from 5 to 8 years old, then it's better to cut onion into small pieces and mix it with honey. Apply this gruel to the soles and fix it with cling film and a sock for 3 to 4 hours. Another option is to use whole onion rings, but first treat the skin with grapeseed, olive, or peach oil. This will protect the child's skin from irritation and burns and at the same time will not prevent the beneficial substances from getting into the tissues. Eating onions before bedtime. The vegetable has a mild relaxing effect on the nervous system, so eating it 2 hours before bedtime can help with insomnia and neurosis. For this purpose, the best is to use the milk onion decoction, 1 tablespoon per 300 milliliters. On the other hand, onion is a product with a low glycemic index, which means that the body needs more time and energy to digest it. So if you have no problems with sleeping, it's better not to include this vegetable in the dinner, especially in raw form. The salad with scallions, olive oil, avocado, and walnut is a strong aphrodisiac. Just a small serving of the salad 30 minutes before intimacy will make the night unforgettable. Onion and sock for feet diseases. Fresh onion gruel will help with various feet problems. Mycosis of the feet and/or nails, warts and papillomas, hyperhidrosis, excessive sweating, bruises, sprains of muscles and tendons, gout, and polyarthritis. In case of fungal infection, add 4 to 5 drops of tea tree oil per each tablespoon of the onion gruel, and in case of strain, add a tablespoon of honey. Also, the external application of onion will help to extract pus out of wounds and to prevent scarring after minor surgeries. Putting onions in socks during night sleep not only lowers the body temperature but also generally speeds up the recovery from colds and cough. According to Chinese healers, this method has a strong effect on the body as it purifies the blood and so normalizes the work of all the internal organs. Regardless of the purpose for which you put onion in sock for a night, be sure to discuss possible harms and contraindications with a doctor. That's all we wanted to tell you today. On this channel, you will find videos about the benefits of vegetables and fruits, about various diseases and ways of treating them, as well as everything about housekeeping and gardening, so make sure to subscribe to the channel and ring the bell. Like the video if you enjoy it and share it with your family and friends. See you soon!